Всей недели, потому что у меня медкомиссия. В армейку, одним словом. Да. На лонге есть. Народу мало.
Что такое? Как лучше без музончика?
Туннель.
What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm Beamer the Storyteller. I'm your host today. I'm happy to be here with all of them. How y'all doing? Y'all make some noise again. We feeling good today? Boy, how you doing? Big trendsetter in the building.
Yes,
How you doing?
I feel good. I love everything that is going on here. Y'all all look nice. And I'm ready to have fun.
Ready to have fun? I mean, you know, we in Club Koi, so, you know, we came to get fly, have some good time with you.
Well, let's all do it.
We're gonna sip a little bit, right? Let's talk a little bit about the current music industry, right? It's vastly different than it's ever been right now, right? And you're one of those folks that's at the forefront of that. You think about like how you've taken a lot of these things into your own hands using TikTok to go viral at any moment of your choice, right? And along with that comes a lot, right? You get love, sometimes you get some hate, right? But it's a part of your journey to become, you know, a superstar. Right? So today we're here on Bars and Nuggets, a podcast by Amazon Music, where we actually dive deep into some of the iconic moments of your page, like Koi. Koi, tell me, you know, you were just out in New York for Fashion Week. How was that?
То обычно, потом к вечеру заходит.
I don't wear heels often. Like, I just started wearing heels this year, just elevating and everything. I feel like I'm turning into a woman. Like, I'm 25 now. I'm like, just the hormones and everything's changing. So I'm wearing heels, but like, my heel wear is like 15 minutes, for real, for real.
You say you got time limit on it.
Yeah, because like I wear the heels and then from the hotel to the car to the car to the club take them off. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to the club and then it's like either you get carried out or you put them on, you go to the car and then it's just a quick.
It's a quick hit.
Oh, the runway with the heels. Yo, it had all the people. Y'all was back there. All the models was like, this is a rookie. They was sitting there getting their makeup done like, this girl, she's a rookie. Because I was sitting there like, I'm like, I'm going to fall. I was like, yo, the pants is heavy. I'm asking the models like, do you take a shot before you go on? I'm like, girl, do y'all take shots before y'all go on? I'm like, what do you? She's like, no.
Бля, чел с Негиевым сидел, просто, понимаешь, сидел. Я по нему, блядь, пол-рожка зажал, он в итоге в меня ни одной пули не попал. Нормально. Вообще пиздец. Самое главное, это был, блядь, я на одной лестнице, он на другой, на балкончике на этом.
Yo, and then I got a little, like, my confidence started fucking with me because now they all practicing and they're like, and I'm stiff, bro, because I'm just focused on the
You're trying to
hills and
make
not
sure,
trying to
yeah.
fall. I'm like, I went out there. Oh my God, I did something that I wish I did not do.
Бля, там Миги.
I went like this.
Да вот, бля.
I had my hands in my pocket, I came out, I was shoving, I was doing it, then I got so nervous, I was just like, what are you doing? Like, models do not go like this. I was like, yo, Koi, oh my God, I'm getting images, you got me like, I'm like, oh my
It's a
God.
whole new move. We might say that on TikTok.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So just to go back a little bit, take me back to Koi. You know, I know that you were born in Roxbury in Boston. Watch out now. Hey, but get cozy. But you know, you were raised in New Jersey. You live with your mom. What was your day-to-day like there? What do you remember about hanging out in Jersey?
Такие, знаешь,
I just
людоеды,
remember,
блядь.
you know, being in Jersey, I grew up with all boys, so when my dad and my mom separated, my mom moved to Jersey. And we were kind of like every man for themselves, and like, you know, just kind of figure it out.
Я их сожгу нахуй.
Everybody just
Я
went
сожгу
their
их.
own way and just hustled.
Смотрите,
I
этот.
started working when I was
Там полетел сейчас. Пулька рядом с...
and I dropped out at an early
Они там сидят в доме, блядь. Можно еще хаешку? Вот тут аккуратно в домике есть. Возможность справа.
Ну, в смысле, знаю. А, все, пора зачислили. Рынок, пацаны, рынок. Радар, спать.
Пошли мы пройдем. Давай я первый пойду. У меня КП5.
Да, спокойно.
Now that, you know, working at a young age, was that something that you wanted to do? Was that just out of necessary of the environment? Was that something your mom
Мне
encouraged you to
что-то
do?
кажется, там еще кто-то.
Еще, дальше. По коридору. Дальше. Еще один.
Еще один.
Блядь, это что за подкат был?
Any means necessary.
Any means necessary,
Yeah.
right?
А он
I
здесь.
think that's the East Coast, and you gotta go get it.
Gotta go
however
get
the
it.
way, right?
Yeah, and I'm a tourist too. Shout out to all my
Здесь туннель.
tourists, tourist gang. I am a hustler. Like a tourist is our
Подожди,
hustlers.
идем.
We are bulls and ready for whatever. So
I love it. I love it. I need some of that energy.
Фокус,
Tell me about the period that led up to you deciding to drop out of high school. You know, I can't imagine it was, you know, a light decision. What was leading up to that?
So I was working.
Okay.
I worked at all kinds of jobs. I worked at A&P Supermarket. I was working at Palermo's Bakery. I worked at.
Вау,
I
здесь
stopped-
он
I worked
смог,
at
он
Dunkin'
меня
Donuts.
все
I quit Dunkin' Donuts, right? I quit Dunkin' Donuts. I worked there for like 3 months, but I was so tired of working at Dunkin' Donuts because I knew all, like, it was a bunch of business owners coming in, they tugs. I ended up knowing these guys. Like, as soon as they walked in, I already knew what they
You already knew
wanted.
the order.
But I wanted to be where they were. Like, they just felt, I just felt like, I don't know, I
You felt like
wanted.
they had it. Like they had maybe a Blackberry.
Нормально, нормально. Мы уже разыгрались, мы уже их
It
ебем.
felt good to come in and just
Тут
get the
как-то
coffee
фронтэ
on that
просто.
side. Then give,
Ну, это
you know
да,
what I'm saying?
понятно, у них
So
позиция
I ended up
пизже.
quitting, and I walked to Palermo's Bakery. Not Palermo's Bakery, it was Pesto's.
Это наш
Pizza, actually,
смог?
Pesto's.
А они,
Walked
походу,
there, got a job
тут
right on the spot, just to find out that tips was only like $6.
Oh my God.
Like you only make tip, they
Right.
don't pay you. So I quit. And then I end up getting online. I was always on Craigslist because I needed a job. So I found this job in sales called Explore Enterprises, which changed my life. That's when I developed my customer service skills. You know, I learned so much in sales because I was selling Google listings to business owners.
Yeah.
You know, milking them. And we'll be all have our desk at a computer, and you'll put your sale on the board. I was always the top
You was always
saleswoman.
top.
I was making them so much money. So at 16, I ended up making like
туда заходит рядом со мной,
900
встает,
every
такой,
Friday.
«Нифига
Every Friday it was like 900, 800. It was fluctuating because I was doing sales, but I would never go under 500. And it was just different for me.
And this is money you hadn't seen before.
No, like
Not personally in you, just
that
yours.
I never, because you gotta understand, growing up, you know, and I'm pretty sure people know my dad, but just growing up, it was a moment where it was there, but it was gone. And I was so young that I wasn't really old enough to experience what that really was. You feel me? And what that life really was about. So yeah, so I quit. I mean, I ended up dropping out because the job was from 9 to 7.
между командами.
9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were working.
Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and school was from 8 to 3.
Right.
And I said, oh, hell, I said, Ma, I gotta get this
Get the bag.
money.
You said school was getting in the way of your bag.
Like, come on, like, because you feel me? We was struggling. We had food stamps. I ain't never be able to. I couldn't have nothing. My mom was working at the bar and she was trying the best she could. And yeah, I ended up saving my money. And after that, I moved out to my mom's house. I ended up moving up in sales, becoming a broker at Yellowstone Capital, one of the top 5 funding capital.
В принципе, чмошники, потому что чисто под игру заточили. Урезали в эмки с кушаком, обойму там, не знаю. То есть еще надо 2 раза в голову дать с нее, чтобы убить человека.
Короче, пиздец. Блять. Я не могу лонг выйти. Подожди, не пикайся. Блять, говорю же, не пикайся. Лонг идут.
Where's that confidence come from?
God. I feel like God has blessed me with that for sure. And my mom, you know, you meet my mom, I'm just like her. She sweatsuits and sneakers. She never was like a makeup girl. Her hair always was natural. Like she just was always old. Like.
So take me to this. You said you were making all this money.
Живца, так сказать.
At a young age, you also went and got like your own apartment. You had a car. Like that's so crazy. Like that's a dream for a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah. My older brother, Kwame, he had gave me a car, and it was a Toyota 03 Corolla.
Yeah.
It was like tan. With the tan seats. I was like, okay, like we outside. But yeah, I got a purpose Jersey City. But I was always into music. I like trap music.
Второй тоже, блять, он к боту подходит, Савиков в упор целится, блять. Я это услышал, даю ему пизды.
Они на один хуйня вообще полная. Просто, знаешь, количеством выводит или позиции. Дело переулку, и тут пулемет.
Бля, я лонг держу, пацаны, но рынок я не смотрю. Рынок не смотрю, ребят. Вы спину, да, поэтому чекайте, я лонг держу.
Двое. Один стартапер.
Аккуратно.
So luckily at the time, me and my dad was actually speaking.
Бля, тут ебашу их потихоньку.
I'm like, yo, I need something to do. Like, I need to.
Может не с Кулина выйти резко?
Подожди.
Да, они вроде сюда как бы маленько подтягиваются.
Вы в хате сидите, да?
Да.
Сейчас главную площадь зарашу, подожди. Там двое на главной площади.
Я пулемет, да.
And it was called Flex Dummy Entertainment.
Okay.
Now listen,
Получилось у него
no
маленько.
clients, like not one. I didn't even know how to get clients. All I knew was, okay, I need to make people want to like use my services. So I'm like, I'm about to just rap Chief Keef song, film myself and then edit myself. Have my girl, like this girl Aisha, she was my friend. She was like, yeah, I'm like, she's filming. She's filming. Now I'm rapping Chief Keef lyrics. I fell in love with the video so much and just, I'm thinking I'm I'm like, nah, I gotta be the one in front of you. Like, this ain't even it. Like, this ain't even for me, bro. Like, I'm trying to edit this shit. I don't know how to, I'm on iMovie. Filming on iMovie with it, trying to make it, put it together. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, nah, F that. So that's when, you know, I started getting into the music, and I was at the time I was listening to A Boogie had dropped.
Yeah.
Like, you know, A Boogie was
Асаульт, давайте.
for example. And I'm like, yo, I need to talk my shit. Like, you feel me?
I feel you. You had to get some shit out.
Like, fuck this working shit. I'm calling my mom like, yo, I'm moving back in, shorty. I'm here.
Чайник и
Make some
кастрюли.
space. Now me and my little brother, we in the living room.
А что, не надо готовить на ней?
Everything. I'm like, everything. And then,
Она ржавая. Идет, ты не видишь?
yeah, I wrote my first song.
Ну вот
And I went
на
to
в горячую
school, I
включи.
met product. I met some people around the way.
Yeah.
And they connected on the product. He was an engineer. That's how I met Meek. She's here. She's my best friend still. She shot my very first video. And I did a feature with this guy, this kid named Shock. Shout out to Shock. He was like, yo, it's called Ice Slippers. It's on my SoundCloud. And I just was like freestyling. And so whatever. That's how I'm like, you be leave the studio, we do the song. I'm
Я
like,
не
I'm
слышу
not leaving
ничего.
the studio, pull up another beat.
You're like, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Like, products like, I'm about to record you. Like, let's go. So, Neek quiet as hell. Like, Neek just sitting there.
Блядь,
You know, she
сука,
always
вы
got her camera,
заебали
but you
дрочить
feel me?
голову.
I had cut all my hair off. Like, I had cut all my hair off. I got a little curly
Давай
fro.
нахуй.
We sitting there, I'm drinking. Next thing you know, Neek, she turned the camera on. A vibe. A whole vibe in the studio.
It's there. The energy's there.
Energy's there. I upload my first video. I activated Instagram October 2017. Nobody knows
Так,
this,
я
right?
вернулся.
I activated Instagram October 2017. I wasn't even on Instagram.
Чуть-чуть задержал загрузка.
They like
Да,
use
всё равно
Instagram 'cause,
разминка.
like, my artist or whatever, right? So I do this. So now we in the studio faithfully. Like I'm getting dropped off there. I'm taking I'm doing whatever I gotta do to get
To
there.
get there.
Neek lives around the way
Поешьте,
in
это наше
Orange.
всё.
She's meeting me there. Products already on deck. We getting
Самом
beats
наше
from
всё.
YouTube. And then
Всё, погнали.
Желай мне удачи в
Можно
бою.
бомжа забрать с вами, да?
Пожелай. Не остаться в этой...
Goofy ass nigga. Please stop calling my phone. Yeah, these niggas try to play me, but they won't.
Hey,
Try to say that
Коридор.
they love me, but they don't.
hey.
Goofy ass nigga, please stop calling
Видно,
my phone.
аккуратно.
Yeah, leave me alone. That shit went crazy.
Yeah.
I know it's Jersey. Like, oh shit, she's
Yeah, she
serious.
on, yeah.
I had my little, I always had
Вы
braids.
залетели, блядь?
My natural hair. I'll do it
Ебать, вы
myself. I
храбрые.
ain't give a fuck about no parts, nothing.
doing it
I'm
yourself.
just, nigga, y'all gonna feel this energy.
Какой,
Like, I
какой,
don't care about shit. Telling you the confidence.
Confidence. That's what I'm saying. Like, you rocking that.
Yeah.
So this is happening, and you blowing up in Jersey. How are you starting to get money? Because I know that was a priority for you.
Well, I mean, you know, at the time,
Какой-то этот бинг-бинг.
I was,
Надо его прочекать будет.
so you know, I had ended up getting into some
Бегом,
money
бегом, бегом.
situations. You feel me? Yeah, I got a mugshot.
Нет, они, скорее всего, в наш офис зашли. Да.
Look at the case, you can see it there. It ain't nothing that I'm happy about.
Наш-
But
В нашем офисе
definitely
есть,
being who I
блядь,
am,
в
and at the
ближайшем.
time, it helped me survive.
Right.
You feel me? I was surviving, and you know,
You had to do what you had
I had
to
to do what I had to do, and then also too, I
Коллег
had
кидаю
met.
в дальний коридор.
Все, вроде чисто, я его убил.
Shout out to Sean and then D-Boy, my cousin. They came
Ну,
around.
блядь,
They
он мне
started managing.
снес
They
дохуя.
had bread. They was ready. They like, listen,
Мне
whatever we
флешка
gotta
есть.
do, they gonna so.
We're gonna support you.
And it was only like literally a month and a half till I
Ой,
started
бля.
actually getting features. I'm telling you, shit
Можем
happened so
где-то
fast.
6-7 человек забрать, попробовать слонга бомжа, остальные на окна стою прикрывать,
Yeah, that's what
потому
I
что они
asked you
будут
about. Like,
выбегать.
right? You drop
У нас
body,
трое на
right?
бумаге, тут достаточно, я дальше буду подавлять огнем просто.
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah, that's what got me my deal.
Болтуна
That's what
прикройте.
got you your deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Давайте,
What was
давайте.
it about it? What was it
Я
about
тоже
it?
хуярю,
Like,
давайте.
obviously,
Там близко
it
в
went.
угол.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Можно зайти просто.
Забирай. Хорошо.
Actually, now that I think about it, Huddy helped me get my
Тактика
deal
нигев
because
не
it
работает,
spreaded the brand awareness of Coil Array.
блядь, лежит.
It helped do that,
Там
but I
третий
feel
у
like
меня, потому что...
so, should I drop Huddy?
Ну так, блядь.
'Cause I wrote that.
Они
like,
по-пидорски,
I
значит,
myself
с нигерами
not.
сидят. Офис, блядь, проходит дохуя.
And it was rap, like this rap raw, just bars back to back. So
Поэтому
you know, it
смотрите
started
аккуратно.
gaining a lot of attention, but I always had a lot of different melodic sounds. Like
Так, нормально,
I
офис
had
наш.
music, like we
Yeah,
was
you got
consistent.
melodies.
Yeah. So, you know, we buzzing off Huddy doing numbers. So
Хорошо,
at this
хорошо,
point, we
хорошо.
getting, I met with 12 labels. 12 labels.
what's the span of these meetings?
The
Нормально,
stand-
бумага
so
горит.
for me, dropping
Занимайте лонг, мы сейчас бумагу поможем.
October, then we go into 2018. Grind. You'll see the SoundCloud, you'll see the old videos, you'll see goofy ass niggas, you'll see. And then 2019,
Блядь, у меня убьет
I
так
think
нахуй.
is when towards the end of the year we have
Не
Honey.
кусался, блядь, под струю эту.
Boom, we end up
Патроны кончились у нее.
2 years later, and then now 2019 we recorded with all the
Ну что,
labels. All the
заходим?
labels is
Как
called, we got
бумаги есть.
everybody. It's 12 different we meeting with. We're in New York.
А чё с длинной-то?
They're courting me. They're all like, son,
Бля, ебаные смоки.
fucking awesome. And I'm just like, oh my God, like this is crazy. It's so overwhelming. Money was being thrown, so much money. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, yo, what is happening? Meanwhile, I'm like 20, 21. I'm 25 now. So now I'm at, it's like the 10th label. I ain't gonna say no names, but it's the 10th label I met with. It's like 15, probably 15 labels. That was 12. 10th label, I'm like, all right, look, D. I'm not trying to meet no more people, bro. Like, I'm starting to gain relationships. I'm starting to like people. Like, I don't really, I'm done.
You're done doing all the courting.
That's it. We go to cafeteria
Ролики и
in New York,
гранаты
we're
будем
eating,
выкуривать этих
leaving the last
пулеметчиков.
label,
Гранаты берите, несколько штук туда закинем, они ёбнутся.
Можно с ними по-пидорски поступать тоже.
Вы потом посмотрите, как доктор Ливси играет. У него, блядь, как стрельба с пулемета идет. Я охуел сейчас посмотрел просто, блядь. Если бы везде так стреляло,
Он
блядь.
с петухом.
Ну сейчас да, потом он в снегу когда стрелял, это пиздец было, нахуй.
Чё, стрелял у него было?
Просто в точку с двух сторон, ебать.
Пошли с ним, пошли с ним.
Уходим. Блядь. Лонг занимайте.
After that, signed my deal. It was the biggest bag and the biggest deal, the best deal of 2019.
Время не забывайте, блядь, там без дробовиком пидорас.
It was go time after that. And Monty told me, like, he loved the hoodie, he loved the rap, he loved everything that was going on. But you know what he told me? He said, I want you to just keep doing what you're doing. Because you know what you're doing and you're so versatile. You know, he's like, Coiler, you're gonna be a mega superstar. Trust me.
Wow.
Just stay focused. So I got that battery. I got.
You latched onto it, right? You heard that, you were like, that sounds like where I want to be.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
it was after you signed. Is that when Sly came out with Gunna?
Yeah, that's when we dropped. We started just going crazy.
You started going on that run.
Yeah, we started going crazy.
Right. So that's now another.
Ребята, гранаты сохраняйте на этих пулеметчиков. Они как только держат, сразу туда хаешки, только одновременно кидайте, чтобы убить их. Похуй на этого заложника. Они хуй бессмертны. Сразу, блядь, несколько хаешек туда.
What
Кажется, у них этот дротик темный какой-то.
Because that's a whole, you know, you was on the East Coast, Jersey. Did it feel comfortable?
Низ дротик.
It felt amazing. It felt like I was in Puerto Rico. Are you crazy? Like, are you crazy? What? It's palm trees, got lemons and shit on the trees. I'm like, yo, this is different. Like, no couch.
Сука, не успел этого доктора.
Like, but I've been in California for like 2 years now, and I always felt like it was just work. Like, I'm here to grind. I'm here to work. But you got to be careful out here as well. And you know, it's Hollywood. You don't want to get lost in the sauce, right? You want to kind of just
Давайте я с Поповым на окна встану, еще один с нами здесь будет, остальные на лонг.
I love it.
So I know you like to be in the studio. You
Там
like to work.
разъебывают
So at
пиздец.
that point in time, how often were you in the studio working?
I was always in the studio. Always in the studio because, you know, free YSL, free Thug, free Gunna, right? You know, I loved a lot of their music, and one thing about Thug, I remember watching interviews and just, you know, I know a lot of what his family, and Thug was always in the studio. Like, they'll say, like, yo, we got thousands of songs. Like, everybody just always, like, when everybody talks about Thug, they say, like, he's a hard worker, he don't stop. So, to me, I'm like, okay, I gotta stay in the studio because, you know...
Информация отсутствует, блядь. Не, ребят, это, блядь, пидор какой-то, нахуй.
Я, блядь, как-то с ним, по-моему, играл давным-давно. У меня попадался с ним.
Что, он кого-то забрал?
Тут даже я охуел с пистолетом.
Лапа, здесь лапа, у нас офис. Уроки.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting there and just chatting and bullshit, we actually creating. People get inspired. Yeah, like people might pick up an instrument. I got people humming in the background. They ain't even never sung a song in their goddamn life.
You make everybody an artist.
I got the damn beat playing. Shut up.
Флешку даже
You
куда
know,
не
some damn lyrics up there humming. You got something to
Я
say?
ранен.
I'll be like, get on the mic.
Get on the mic.
Get on the mic then, because it seems like you got to get on the goddamn mic, because it might be some shit. What that? Hell yeah, I love this studio.
Надо рачить,
It's so
ребят.
lit.
Yeah,
Я
it's like
тебя
your
первый
comfort
буду
zone
и
at
ранний.
home, right?
Yeah.
So you in there. And then there's a studio session though where you're in there and no more parties is coming out of this session, and you decide to share a snippet of it.
It's in my house.
It's in your house.
Yeah.
What was so good about that moment where you like, I gotta share this?
it was a moment where I was just really trying to find myself and understand a lot of things, you know, like it's a lot of growing pains in life, period, and especially just being a young black female artist, just really trying to figure out and, you know, it was
Я
just
знаю,
growing
что они
pains,
слышат.
and at that moment, I
Можливо,
was
как раз
really
сначала. Может, с попыхами прослушать их, кто помнит, да?
just like, what am I
Кто
doing?
думает?
Надо бумагу
Не-не-не,
брать,
это
постоянно хуесос ним сидит.
I feel like
Без
I had
попыхами
pressure,
сдохнешь.
you know, of just being
Ну, не
so
знаю.
viral, being
Они
so
нас уже
lit.
выкурили, что мы
But I
делаем?
need
Ну, что-то
fucking
менять.
that record.
Аккуратно,
You know what I'm
отойди,
saying?
давай.
Like, I don't care about nothing else. Like, I
Двое
love
на вангу.
music
Просто держи офис.
and then also too with everything going on the internet, and it was at that time.
Бумага. А у нас
Бумагу
что,
заняли
свет
уже.
пошел? Как у них
Выходим,
убили?
выходим бумагу. Вот сейчас
У нас
будет начать
крыса,
ходить.
что ли?
I think I got it. It's done. Ooh, we're at 15. Sorry, baby.
Там пулемет, подожди,
Little
подожди.
clown for you. But yeah, so, you know, it was at that point where I was just stressed, trying to figure out what was just, you know, everything, it was internet shit going on.
What was going on the internet?
I think at the time it was my dad and everything. It was just a lot of stuff. Cause it was always something.
Yeah.
Every time I turn around, it's always shit. Right? But at that time, it was really personal. And
You took it personal?
I took it personal. Then also too, you know, I love my label and I love everybody there. And but you know, I felt like they put pressure on me too at one point. Just you know, cause they see my potential.
Right.
Right. But it's like they know how great I am. But I also have to find myself.
Нам
too,
нужно не
and
бумагу,
kind
нам
of
нужно
build my
лонг
own
брать и
perspectives, do it
хаешками
on my
именно,
own time.
блядь.
So no more parties. I let it all out. And we was just in the crib. Shout out to Nunu,
Я
it
щит
was
купил.
Alondra, it was Jermaine. We was just all in the crib, us four. And we were there, and I
Connected
I punched in on that time. And that's why that came out, because I'm really mumbling.
Really trying to find that pocket.
Yeah, I'm mumbling, because when I'm punching in, like, I'm not the
справа,
best
Фомин,
freestyler,
смотри,
so it might take me some
Алабама.
time, so I might get the melody and start mumbling and then find the lyrics. That was a mumble that I couldn't take out.
Take out, yeah.
I'm like, nah, nigga, we keeping that,
Connected,
so.
connected,
Опять
connected.
так.
Yeah, hell yeah, so.
Флешка.
Shit was so fire. We made the song, and the next thing you know, we just turning up to it. Like, we all proud of the damn shit. We
Лонг
like,
дохуя, лонг двое.
So then
Тун, подожди.
TikTok.
Еще один.
Давай,
Кстати,
вот он. Двое, так.
You know,
Yeah.
like you just sense it. So you jump on TikTok.
I
you're
jumped
like,
on TikTok because it was like Triller. That's why I jumped on TikTok, because there was only 2 platforms where you can actually upload your music that's not out and like preview it, right? So it was TikTok, which was like you do a little the notes or whatever, and then you could put it on TikTok, or you could put it on Triller. Felt like Triller. I've done Trillers. I don't always do Trillers. TikTok was new, so I said, let me try this shit. And it was a way to put the song out. You know, get the snippet
get the
on there
snippet.
with the video. I'm like,
Если
I need the
даже
snippet on the
попросить
video.
кикнуть,
You
типа,
feel me?
они
Кикнуть.
So yeah, so we end up in there, and we like, I don't know. I didn't even at that time. I was so
Ребята, опять
happy to
офис
just
упустили.
finally make a song and just get everything off my chest. Like, cause I never really, I'd be scared to sometimes talk about certain things, cause I don't want to hurt nobody, right? Like, I know, like, if I say certain things in a song, I just don't want to hurt nobody. I'm very self-conscious of that, so I was always kind of protective of that. But at the same time, I'm human and I should be able to speak my
Express
truth. And as
yourself,
long as I'm not
exactly.
disrespecting anybody, it should be fine.
Yeah, you just expressing how you feel.
Exactly. So at that point, yeah, it was, and then it just organically just went crazy. Like, we dropped no more parties on the off day, Wednesday. And you know, I took advantage of the TikTok and all of that. At that moment, everybody tried to shit on me. It was like, TikTok artist, all this other stuff. And I was like, man, listen, little do y'all know, y'all alright? Listen, I'm a, alright.
You knew something different. You was like, okay.
I didn't give a fuck. Once I knew that the TikTok drove streams, I'm about my money and I'm about strategy. I don't have no time to have pride and ego on people that's gonna be like, oh, you're a TikTok artist standing third. Cool, if you don't appreciate the music and you hating because you can't do it the way I did it, then that's cool. But check the numbers out, because TikTok is helping me go crazy, and as you can see now, everybody's on TikTok.
Yeah, it was something you had mentioned recently, you know,
Everybody.
because there was a period where folks were like coming at you, but now it's like now they following the big trendsetter.
No. Don't say that, you're gonna get me in trouble. We're all trendsetters.
Okay.
Like, everybody's a trendsetter.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm the one that just uses the name first. Like, I'm the one who branded it and went crazy with it. But we're all trendsetters. Like, and I feel like that's important for everybody to understand. And you know, with the TikTok thing, like I would say, it is a trendsetter move, but it's bigger than that. I kind of opened people's eyes, and I gave a lot of more people opportunity to see that it's bigger than being cool for school and not like have fun with this shit. And I feel like I say this a lot to myself. God put me on this earth for a purpose, and it's superhero shit to look after. Not only for yourself, and even when I go to the label, like I got to the studios, I started my own marketing production company, and continue to go crazy with it just for that, right? And
Trendsetter Studios,
yeah, Trendsetter Studios. And
Что такое?
it's like, you know, Monty tells me like, you're
Да хуета, бля, с плеткой сидит на разминке, бля.
Запомнил,
and I'm like, yo,
уебалось
I
и
want
все.
you to understand what could work for me can work for everyone.
Я посмотрю, как он с плеткой сидеть будет, я буду шить, бля, беспощадно, с пулемета на этот контейнер.
Бля, вообще вот эта карта, блядь, нахуй, это карта негивов, блядь, просто, блядь.
И плет.
Да, карта,
Блядь, потому что тут на все насквозь шьется.
да, это коробка ебаная просто. Вот здесь сидит падла.
You need your space too,
I
right?
need my space
Прям
too.
тут
I
углу.
love what you said about how inclusive your approach is to it, right? Like you talk about like you're not doing this for you. You're like I'm showing other people how they can leverage
Пидор,
themselves,
еще и
right?
хаешку мне кидает.
But with that, you know, there is some stuff that comes with it that you touched on a little bit, right? There is some hate that comes with it. Haters are coming talking about everything except for the music. Does that affect your confidence, Evan?
Это пролет.
Тебя видно.
Yeah, like it affected my confidence a couple times throughout my career when people say little shit. I'm human. And one thing I like to tell everybody, like you can expect humans to do nothing but be human, right?
Минус.
But I started to realize, like, all right, it was at one point where the skinny stuff would bother me just a little bit. A little bit. Because I'm such a good person, and I really look in the mirror and don't think I don't think there's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
Why should you?
I don't know why I just don't fucking think so. Like, I just look in the mirror and be like, damn, girl. I feel like everybody should do that. Like, you got it. And of course, like, I'm a girl. Like, of course, I want a bigger butt. But I also like the big butt I got now. It's a little cute big butt. I'll shake that shit and make it feel like I got the, you know what I'm saying? I'll go crazy.
Hey!
О, уже кто-то не говорил.
Опа, попал.
Ты знаешь, это что-то пол щита.
People used to tell me, they used to be like, oh, how do you, they used to say, oh, how the skinny, how do you feel about...
Отходи оттуда.
And then I started to realize there's so many girls that would hit me up and be like, yo, you make me feel so good. I can wear high-waist jeans now. I can do this, I can do that because you don't care. And I'm like, girl,
Нижняя дверь, нижняя дверь.
I can't believe that the internet and these people have took a toll on you so much that you feel like you can't love yourself and just be you. And if you, and you know, shout out to Big A. We was talking about it yesterday, and he said you pay attention to negative shit, and it's selfish to the fans that fucking appreciate you and show you love, because they're sitting here showing you love and they're praising you and they're telling you how much they love you, how beautiful you are, and you giving energy to niggas that's negative. That's how could you? People take the time out their day to show you love, and you don't appreciate that. You gonna look past that? That shit fucked me up. I said, oh wow.
It changed your whole perspective.
Whoa, it blew my head back. Like I was like, yeah, all right, pastor, you got it, you got it.
It's great to have folks like that in your corner, right? Because they allow you to shift and allow you to get out of your own way. About small shit that you're gonna look back on and be like, I can't even believe I gave that energy.
Yeah.
Right? But even thinking about that and some of the anxiety around that, I know you had released a song called Anxiety. How do you deal with some of that? Like, does it just go into the music?
I pray. And my mother's big on God, and I talk to my mother. My mother's a real girl. Like she's the real one, and she'll tell you, like, girl. My mom be like, girl, I ain't been through. She'll start talking about all the shit that she been through, because my mom been through some shit. And she'll just be like, girl, like, you are blessed. You are so blessed. She reminds me of how blessed I am. And even just
Чисто в тайминг
I feel
вошел,
like
блядь.
that's important. Like,
No.
team is very, very important. There's no I in team. And,
Блять,
you
улица,
know,
возможно.
and support is important too. Make sure
Простреливают,
that
блядь.
you know, on the outside looking in,
Ну,
like,
надо
give
в
people
обход идти.
support and letting them know,
Да
like,
тут
you
постоянно
love
так
them
шьют.
and
Блядь.
really just looking after them and you're here for them, checking on them. My mom sent me
Не стреляй, он не тут, он
little
издалека из
gifts
будки
every day.
стреляет,
Like,
чтобы
I
его не
love
прошили.
little cards and teddy bears and
Хитрая
random cute
хуйня.
shit. And sometimes I'll be so busy I might not reply, but I know that she's gonna text me another 2 hours.
Встаньте внизу.
So I'll just
Помадка.
Двери и
But it's
Дверь
fun.
нижняя открылась.
Опа, опа,
You know,
аккуратно,
people
шьет,
need that.
шьет.
So make sure everybody, you know, reach out to your loved ones and be very supportive because motivation,
Молик наш?
all it takes is
Да,
a
да, да,
little
наш.
motivation to fucking
Тебя
change
нет.
someone's life. I swear, like you could say a sentence to someone and they done now became and changed their life. Probably quit drugs or probably went and actually
Крыша.
studied and passed that test in college. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much.
Пиздец.
Твою мать, откуда он здесь взял?
Yeah, no.
Right? It changes a lot in
Like you guys and like everybody. Amazon.
Ну это щит вроде.
right now.
Yeah, and all you guys. Right, who would know? And
Чё за
Amazon.
На винтах, на винтах, на винтах есть.
That's huge.
Надо заходить.
You know,
Бля, вентиляция, вентиляция.
as expected. Now, even with all the stuff that was going on with internet and some
Заходим.
comments and stuff like
Заходим.
that, and then
Один
you
остался,
making
один
it so you're
остался,
like, I'm
это
not giving
сзади.
it my energy. You went on a
Офис дальний,
crazy
который?
run, right? No more
Ну,
Вот
вот
parties,
это вот будка,
big turn,
контейнер металлик.
and you
Дайте
been
ему
wanting
пизды,
that, right?
блядь.
That's why you were in the
Заебись, 3
studio,
потери.
reflecting
Калашка
on
мне
it,
не
what
возьму.
that rush like.
Я говорю, мы вот его
Девушку видали какую, да? Ебать, красиво.
Where
знаете, калашку ему надо. Скинул.
Давай, давай.
Ямочку дать.
I wrote twinning them. I actually co-produced twinning them.
Не
too.
жадничайте.
Got it. The chorus,
Своих
they-
союзников. Блять, опять.
No.
Флётка, пацаны.
Ну, ребята, у нас слева есть обход всегда. Пусть не хуярят, блять, мимо.
You see, crazy
Ух ты ж
rush.
нихуя себе, мне бы досталось, блядь.
Я говорил,
I'm like,
блядь.
yo, we need some church.
Ебать, 4 осталось.
Пролет.
And I knew the song needed chorus, so I'm like, let's add some chords. And luckily, the guy there, he knew how to play the church. It's like, God is amazing. Yo. I'm
amazing.
telling you, like,
Right on
be in
time.
the studio and now he's using the church. All right.
Это погрузчик?
So, yeah, and then twinning them and then big purr, like,
Двери,
Yes.
двери.
it feels good
Пизда нам.
to be able to, it's not like a I told you so, but it's like, it's more like a reminder of when I said what I was gonna do. It's like, oh, remember when I said I was gonna do that? I did it. Aren't you happy for me? It's like one of those. Like, yeah, because I'm proud of myself still to this day. Like, No More Parties is 2 times platinum. And,
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. And Big Purr is gold.
Yes.
And I know Blick Blick is gonna be gold very, very soon. We got over like 30 million views on that video. Such an amazing song, such an amazing video. Shout out Nicki Minaj, such an amazing, like, everything. Blick Blick was that in your face, you know, especially having a tough year. I just came from dropping anxiety. I'm like, you know what? It's time to shit on these people and go crazy. And you know, with Nicki being on the record, I felt like it was super dope because it wasn't expected. I didn't expect it. I was getting so much hate at the time. I
Не уходите с этого выхода, там плетка, блядь. Уходите с другой улицы, и все.
По бокам идите
She saw
просто.
something in me and she
Либо так.
and the song's fire.
Они в
Nicki
основном
ain't
по
gonna
центру
hop on
стоят.
just anything.
Лучше
She
один.
ain't hopping on anything.
Отлично.
You feel me? And she gave me like 20
Блять,
bucks.
терно убивает, блять, пиздец.
And your flow.
I got a lot, yeah, a lot.
Черный
It's a lot.
кто-нибудь.
So I felt like at that, like I just appreciated the fact that, you know, you appreciate my talent, you know, and she's an icon. You know, Nicki Minaj
Sure.
did a lot of work, and not only that, she's done a lot to change the game in the female industry.
Крышу надо занимать.
I do.
With all of that rise, right?
Тихо.
Like all of that visibility, you know, 30 million
Отлично
views.
успели.
Лестница посмеивается.
how does that affect you? Do you ever get overwhelmed by some of the stuff that comes with this?
I do.
Right, because it can be an and. It doesn't have to be a
Попал,
but.
блядь.
Like you can be successful and you can have some of these things.
Ебаная лестница.
I mean, the overwhelming and the pressure comes in. It's like after you do it, you're like, all right, I'm done. For me, I would say, you know, and that's why, like, people, it's not fucked up. I don't want to say it's not fucked up. I've been changing my life. I've been going ways about that, but it's not fucked up. It's just they haven't realized and they haven't seen it yet. Because for me, maybe I haven't.
Пушим, их трое осталось, нас
Even just
больше.
with all the hate and everything I went through, it just surprises me that a lot of people overlooked on how many accomplishments I've had. And within this year, like I finally actually got to sit down and appreciate it.
What you've done.
What I've done. Like I used to be like, damn, like they'd be like, yo, you're on Billboard top. I remember
Пиздаем. Тоже плетку взял.
top 40 Billboard.
Чат будем прошивать.
Глушен, мы не слышим его никто.
Да это долбоёб какой-то, блядь. По голосу лет 25 ему, я не знаю. Но такой долбоёб по развитию, это просто, блядь, конец нахуй.
Кто, Ник?
Дротик, блядь, которому...
А, у меня он замьючен просто.
Да, я его тоже не слышу.
Первоначально, блядь.
Everybody still found a way to make me out to just be like.
Не стреляйте, я его...
Yeah, minimize me. Exactly, it's like a perfect way to say it. Try to minimize me. And then, you know, I end up doing more stuff. Like even just more, like even just with the collaboration. You know, like nobody expected Blick to come about.
Давай. Крышу занимайте, я буду, блядь, простреливать эту хуйню.
There's just so much that people don't understand, I guess, or I don't know why they don't appreciate it, but it made me not appreciate it. Because I'm like, why the fuck y'all don't see what's going on? Y'all want to try to hate me so much and make this hate train. Y'all want to try to make me out
Время, мужики. Надо побольше их убить. Отлично.
Yeah. It's a hard thing to understand, but some things maybe aren't meant to be understood.
No, you just gotta try to
you gotta do you
and keep going. I swear, because it'll try to tear you apart, and one thing you cannot do is let it tear you apart.
Yeah,
you know,
because you gotta still do you. There are folks out there that look up to you, right? And you gotta remember, like, that's who you're here for. That's who you're here to serve, right? It's not everybody else. Yeah, let them do their own thing. Now, take me back to this TikTok conversation, because I'm fascinated with you went from 4 million to 10 million followers within 1 year. That's a huge jump. And you're really savvy with it. Like, you really notice stuff. Can you tell us, like, how have you been able to do this?
I'm really not that nobody fucking believes me. Nobody believes me.
Вы слышали просто его? Вам надо было его размутить нахуй.
Not even like the best TikTok expert. Like I just literally 2 weeks ago found out how to do it.
Он как долбоёб сейчас кричит. Вообще пиздец, как больной.
Бля, Мольк не хоть. Я их дараш сейчас.
Крыша. I'm just so natural. I put the camera on. I know lighting. I'm just a natural. I know, so I'm gonna just do my dances and stuff. But like, I had just learned how to throw the shoe and shit. And then like Fashion Week, I changed the clothes and shit. Them videos ain't take 2 minutes, bro. Not gonna lie to you, like it ain't take 2 minutes.
Hours. You was like, yo.
Yeah, but you know, as I continue to just use the app, like you have to just use the app as much as you can. Use the app, try new things, different things, and I'm still learning transitions, but at the time, I am looking for one of those super crazy transition TikTok persons to come on my team and come show me some tricks, because once I learn a little then 10 gonna turn to like 50 million clicks.
Right. I love how you want to invest in it, because right, you see how it grows your business is what I'm doing out here. I mean, they got some content creators right around here.
И нижние двери, Redbox, нижние двери.
Boy, making all of us jealous right now. I know y'all wish y'all had what you got hooked up.
Hey, get them a shot. They need a little drink so they can feel them. Can I really give y'all a shot? I have 42. Where's my bottle? Whoever wants a shot, gonna get a shot. Let's go.
It's really club koi right now. It's really club koi.
You got a seal in your hat. Come on. I like that. I like that.
That means some of y'all got small shots.
Is it easier way to take the shot? Did you get your drink?
I didn't get none.
What's that, water?
This is water. I didn't want to be left out.
Ну, блядь, у человека проблемы.
I do.
Хуй, пусть сидит в одиночестве.
One thing, give me that. Cheers. Amazon Music, bars and nuggets, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
On your count.
1, 2, 3.
Да хуй с ним. Я знаю, куда надо стрелять, чтобы убить дохуя людей
Bars
просто.
and nuggets.
Я знаю, куда надо стрелять.
Информация,
All right,
блядь.
I love that. Okay, we can have this.
All right, y'all
Это на, блядь, улице. Только не спугните их, блядь.
I know, I'm from the South.
Стреляйте
I
вот в
love
эту
this.
хуйню.
Love this.
Там, видите, есть такой, как
So let
бы,
me come back to
вот эта линия.
На шифте
how you feel
поднимайтесь.
about that and how you feel great about it.
Right.
One thing that's interesting to me is when you drop a snippet for a song, you still got to figure out how to sustain it before the launch is happening, right? So how do you go about keeping things interesting before it actually
Опа,
drops?
почувствовали, блядь.
Well, that's why you gotta book Trendsetter Studios, because we'll be able to give you some of our services.
Нет, ты неправильно стреляешь, надо под углом.
Awareness for your brand, whether it's merch, music, or whatever it is.
Открыть?
Now, if you want a little bit of input,
Я хуй знает, я не пробил, что ли, блядь?
you want to know the biggest of
Не
it
знаю,
all?
у меня
It's
что-то вылетело
organic.
с этого, с домофона.
All organic. I don't think
В
when I
винтах
do,
сидит
I
с
think it's like a
завидом.
blessing and a
Номер надо
curse.
вводить.
Because sometimes it gets me in trouble. It does.
Red Bull.
But you have to, like I said, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like I love, like for example, Fly Shit.
Yes.
My single I just
Yes.
dropped.
It just dropped.
And
it's fly.
yeah, it's fly. It's super hard.
Над нами, что ли, с калашом сидит
I
где-то?
love the
Блядь, вот прям
song.
вот-
So for me, I enjoy making as like videos back to back to back. I'll continue to just make videos and dances and challenges or whatever because I love the song. You know, put out. It's like Gary V. I watch a lot of Gary V. And I remember him talking to this girl because he could give it to him raw and hard.
Oh yeah, he give it. He
He's
got it right
crazy.
on the spot.
Yeah, and this girl, she was talking about how I guess she was going to college or something, and she just started losing love for it.
Я тебя спрашиваю, открывать дверь? Да, открывай.
You need to like leave. Like if you don't love what you're doing, then what are you doing?
What are
it
you
for?
doing? Why are you wasting the time?
Why are you wasting time? You know, a lot of like young artists or upcoming artists that I meet, or people that want to get into music,
Просто разъебать.
they'll tell me like, yo, I want to get into music. Like, I want to do music. Or they'll be like, yo, how do I flourish in the music industry? How do I come up? And
А винтканал,
the first
слышь,
question I ask them
простреливается.
is like, what are you doing this for? Are you doing it to like get paid?
Крыша у тебя
Are you doing it
простреливается,
for a
кстати.
fast come up? Are you doing it to like get famous?
Улица, смотрите.
как,
Улица, 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 вышел!
Like, or are you doing it because you love music and you're trying to get a message across?
За тачкой
and
пили.
touch people and hopefully change
А там один он, что ли, был?
Да, все, значит, убили. Извините. Убили его.
Контейнер,
Yeah,
смотри.
like, you can't change so I can say it. You can't change the world unless you change yourselves, right? And unless you do something, right? So yeah, it's one of those things.
It's one of those things. It's organic. It's being purposeful. I love that. It's also
Опять,
kind of
блядь,
like
подростка.
athletic mindset. Like, don't think about it. You on the court, you on the field.
Yeah.
You ain't got time to be doing all that hesitation.
No.
You miss a whole opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people hold back because they try to be too cool or like, especially guys are like the biggest problem with social media.
What do you mean?
I don't understand it. Like, I really don't. Like,
What do you mean?
they be like, oh, I ain't about to do no dances. I ain't about to like, okay, sit the fuck on the sideline with the rest of them if you're not gonna do no dances. Because it's like, for you to, and it bothers me because then it's like, oh, TikTok is dancing. TikTok is just not dancing. Instagram's not just pictures.
Right.
Instagram is just not just selfies, right? It's people cooking on there. It's people doing hair.
Yeah, people doing tutorials.
Tutorials.
Like, they giving a bunch of game.
Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. Men, y'all crazy, bruh. They be like, I ain't doing them dances. All right, then. You don't gotta do no dance. You can always show your fit off. You can even just rap your song. You can even just do something to where you're setting the camera up in the mirror and you got good lighting. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And if you have too much pride, then this game isn't for you. Because you always want to be yourself, but you're still going to be yourself when you turn the camera on if you just be yourself. If you feel like you're forced, then don't do it. Be happy with just making music in the studio, and if it doesn't go nowhere, if it doesn't do nothing, be happy. Accept that.
Accept that because you also chose not to do this
Not to
other
do
thing.
that. One thing I appreciate about my father, well, I appreciate a lot of other things, right? But one thing that I really learned, it was at one point my dad was doing music, and I'll be like, damn, like he always got the studio.
Ты больной.
And, you know,
Да так что он больной? Он хачик какой-то или кто? Бомж? Кто он?
Да не, он не хачик, он просто прикалывается.
Просто ебанатик маленький.
Не, понимаешь, есть приколы нормально, а есть, ну, типа, ты думаешь, бля, чел, это ненормально, это лечение Дога, нахуй.
Он просто как не в себя, как будто из него, блядь, изгоняющий дьявол выходит,
Но он
блядь.
так думает, что он прикалывается. Типа.
Мне кажется, это как Евротур, знаете, там Зихайр зашел в него.
Слева, по-моему,
crazy or
Мариарти.
whatever. I'm like, okay. Now I'm
Мне
so crazy
кажется,
with my phone. Look at that when, and you asked me where
Ну,
I
а
got it
просто
from.
да, господи.
Hold on.
Давай, спускайся, я тут
But
флешку
yeah,
кинул.
so it was just one of those things where I'm like, all right,
Где-то над нами плеточник, сука. Ай,
love
слушай.
this, then it's gonna show.
может,
If you're doing
убили.
it,
А,
just
это
get
тут долбоёб,
on and
кстати.
stuff like that, it's also gonna show, and you're not gonna get nowhere. So
Thinking about when you're releasing, do you ever feel like you have pressure to release now? Because I know in the past, you know, in that pocket of 2019, you felt like if you signed, like you really needed to. Now, how do you feel about it? Like in that moment after, you know, no more parties and then Big Purr, do you feel that pressure?
I did at one point, but also too right now I don't because, like I said, I haven't took the time to appreciate all the stuff. So now that I've done so much, it's time for me to like sit down, soak it all in, and put it into new music.
It's a moment for you to kind of develop the next iteration of what you want to bring.
And I never told my story, so you know me, I'm actually working on my project, my next project, and I'm locking in just consistently every day. It's like months, next 3 months straight studio session. And I just want to go. I don't want to.
Бля, ребят, надо их выебать.
Get in the studio. I just
Ну,
want to go.
бля, это просто кадр такой, нахуй.
Да забейте на него хуй, давайте их разъебем лучше.
Это реально больной человек.
Ну, да.
Мангович, который, или кто он там, блядь. Ну да, вот это просто.
Нет,
Биполярка, блядь.
дротик, который, блядь. Хуеbrotик, блядь. В окно.
And my album is about to be gold too. Like people try to shit on my album, right?
Yeah.
They try to shit on my album. My album's about to be gold.
Let it be go, and you gotta let them know you got a champion you.
It's about to be gold,
You
like.
got a champion you.
And if you look at they try because my album. They said the first week it sold 11,000 sales. If it's so crazy, because out of all the albums that drop, nobody like goes viral like that. Like, oh, and this whole fucking thing. But of course, Coil Ray is perfect at headlines. It's like cool. I keep their lights on, they keep my lights on. So I don't mind the blogs doing whatever they gotta do, right? Do what you gotta do. But y'all gonna respect me. Y'all gonna appreciate me. Those 11K sales, if you look at any of your favorite female artists and you look at their first debut album and you look at their sales, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, they have to understand times have changed.
Yeah, so talk about that, right? Like we're
Amazon
in a different
Music.
era, right? Like it's
we got
different.
Amazon
we got
Music.
Amazon Music now, right?
You feel me?
Yeah.
They need to stream that on
You gotta
Amazon
stream,
Music,
right? We're talking about streams. We're talking about numbers from TikTok. We're talking numbers from YouTube now. We're
Yeah.
talking numbers from a lot of different places.
Yes.
It's not traditional so much.
No.
How do you define, when you think about that, how do you define success? Because I imagine you have to think about it more holistically. You're not just looking at the same things.
What
that
you
they
mean
are.
though?
Like, I don't mean, like, you're not just looking at the sales that you just shared, right? Like, there's got to be other things that you're like, this is what's successful.
I have probably I have some of the most
Одним
hottest
лицом разъебал
artists
чела
in
с
the
плеткой,
world
блядь.
on that project that I
Может, на плетке
got
накупим?
organically
Что возьмешь?
Да, это бесполезно их прошивать, надо их как-то зарашить с флешками. Они, блядь, сидят как крысы, нахуй, и заранее чекают окна.
And you know, that's just something alone. Not only that, the album, before the album, I was nominated for all
Хуй
this stuff
засмочили.
and was on Billboard. I never dropped no album before. I never, like, I dropped a single, No More Parties, and then Big
Что там с черным выходом? Можно тебе выйти? То есть наши из гаража в гараж зашли, выходите с черного выхода.
По бокам смотрите, пацаны, кто прошел
Never, ever, ever forget that freestyle. I love that freestyle
Ребят,
so
выходите
much.
со второго этажа, мы рашим.
I get in the studio and I create. I'm just that. But you want to play? You want to try me? All right. Ooh, we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna do what makes me happy. Cause this is, I don't do it for you. I'm gonna do it for me. I love my better than me. Huh? I do. I love my brother and he loves me. You're mad? Cause I love my brother? Like, huh? Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you started performing.
Надо рашить и
right?
дохуя
Yeah.
флешек, блять, они
You
в
gotta,
скопах не
because
увидят
people
нихуя.
think,
Надо
like,
сразу же с двух сторон,
try to
блять.
knock you down and really try to poke
Так-то,
you and
блять, мы
poke you
зашли,
and
сейчас
poke you, and
заебись,
it's
блять.
better
Единственное, они не
when
крысили, а мы, блять, на
Like,
открытом
you thought
месте.
this was bothering me so much, I'm about to come to my
Надо,
set,
блять, моликами
and I'm gonna
закидывать эту
play it
будку
in the
ебаную, чтобы
biggest
они там
speakers
сгорели,
for you.
нахуй.
Now you're gonna hear it even
на
louder.
крыше был хорош моряк.
Все, мы зашли.
When
Блядь.
did you get to the point where you were like, yo, I could actually,
Это про...
I could flip this for me. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Мы
Like,
зашли.
I really like,
Since the beginning.
since the beginning.
I never came in here
Пролет.
like, yo, I'm trying to be the best. Or I'm trying to, like, my purpose was to just vent. And when I vent, how can I make my venting into art? You know?
Yeah.
There's so many ways people vent. If you can vent and turn it into art, it's the pain, it's like you take that pain and turn it into art. Whether, it don't matter what it is, find a passion, find something you love and stick to it, because whatever you go through, you can put all of that energy into that and change. Like, really, like my family, I can take care of my family. You think I care about what people, like, I can fucking take care of my family. I'm the big dog now. I fucking wear pants. I take care of my family. And that's what God put me here to do, and I'm gonna continue to do that. It's like it's what, generational, what do they call it?
Generational wealth?
Not generational, but it's like a generational, it's like when they pass down. It's like the generational something. It's like in your family, it's like you have the generational.
What y'all?
Is it the generational curse?
Curse, breaking the generational curse.
Ooh, I don't like
Got
that
it,
word,
got
curse.
it.
I'm like, curse.
Break the cycle.
Break the cycle, exactly.
Yeah. And so Blick Blick is the single that goes into, right? It's your lead single going into your debut album. Did you feel like you had something to prove with your debut album, considering, you know, some of the things and the narratives that you were navigating or being thrown at you? What was the energy?
Just so ready to drop. I've been waiting to drop for 3 years. I've been trying to build my core fan base, and I just wanted to drop music. And I was like, the features, like with Polo G, I recorded a year before I dropped the project. I've been sitting on these records, and I'm like, you know, and then Blick Blick, like we were ready to, like the album was finished. Blick Blick was like a surprise. It was like, hold on.
You like, hold on.
Shit,
This gotta be on
we gotta
there.
shift a couple things, yeah, so, you know, but Trendsetter is probably one of the best albums of 2022. I would stand for sure, and Blick Blick is an icon moment that I will never, ever forget, ever.
As you should.
I have a title on me.
A word.
Yeah, 3/18/2022, I ain't never gonna forget. I'm a tattoo person, so this right here, this is stuck with me.
Ну, у них
forever.
доктора Ливси нету, им некому ебашить.
I think also what's interesting around the time and the modern time is that
Бабу
things have changed,
поебало.
right? The way that we think about the industry, the way we think about album sales have changed. How do you feel like some of those changes impact you when it comes to you releasing music, you releasing albums and projects?
I feel like it's very important for all creators to understand, like, you can't do everything. Like, for real. And you have to be able to be in a good space to be able to be the best you can be as a creator. Whether if you're an artist or whatever it is that you're doing, you need that space. So you need a team or that person to be able to take that off of your shoulders.
Чё, длину-то
Allow
берем?
you to just be the creator, be the artist,
Проходим.
and handle the logistics and make sure, like,
Сейчас
everything
Оливия
is
кончится.
clean and running.
Чай выкурю.
You can't do it yourself. telling you, bro, you cannot do it yourself.
And you don't want to. You
Бля,
need to
бумага
focus
у
on
нас.
what you're great at.
It's
Чекай.
boring. I want to do it alone. Like, I
Нихуя.
can't do it by myself. Like, I'm bored.
You're like, who I get to talk to? What am I
Yeah,
doing?
like, come on.
Yeah. Now let's take me into today, right? Flash it, right? Flash
Так
is
вот,
a new
блядь.
single.
Бумага есть?
You also teased that on TikTok.
Все, рашим их нахуй, сносим ебало и рашим их.
Tell me about that. Like,
Собирает один заложник, а другие рашат.
So we was in the studio.
В кинотеатре последний, на нож нахуй.
We was all in the studio.
На нож.
And me and Meek
Я стерпел.
were like, yo, like, cause Meek is always on TikTok, we're always on TikTok. So I was literally like trying to come up with a dance. Cause I'm listening to it, I'm feeling it, and I'm like, all right, nah, this shit. So I'm like riding the form. But like Meek is so good at the TikTok. I said, yo, Meek,
Погнали.
come on with a TikTok dance, like do something. I'm like, do something now. After this, what's next?
Yeah.
She like, rah, 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 bow, 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 bow. I'm like, all right, that's it right there. That's it right there. You recorded the dance?
You recorded
It's over.
Now, Koi, as you're shifting into these different spaces, and you know, we spoke a little bit about like that next phase, right? That superstar phase, that mega star phase. How do you define that? Because I gotta imagine you might define that differently.
I can't wait to find out.
Can't wait to find out.
I feel like I'm a star, but I feel like I'm not there yet. Like I'm Monty told me, he said, you're 3 minutes away from being a mega superstar. Like a mega superstar, bro. And I just know that I am. Like I'm the it girl. Like I know that there's so many powerful women. Like for example, Missy Elliott. She came into my session, she was there 4 hours just talking. And I was just asking her, like, all the game I can get, because she's so, like, she's motivational as hell. If you follow her on Twitter, we're like, we be going through it, right? Looking at Missy tweets like, Missy, no, for real. She's amazing. And in person, she's, oh my God, like, incredible. Such an incredible person. And I got so inspired when she left my session. I played her music. She loved my music. She appreciated the different things I was trying, and she gave me so much pointers. And she was just like, you know, one of the main things I asked her about relationships. I'm like, you know, like being a female artist and being in a relationship, you think it's like kind of possible? Like, is it hard? And she was like, girl.
Он до сих пор смеется, как еблан, да, мне кажется?
Мне кажется, да. Да я за ним заметил, он долбоёб кончит. Больной человек.
А у меня заранее такие люди в мьюте сидят. Я даже их не размечу, нахуй надо, блядь.
А вы про кого?
Да, дротик в команде тером.
Дротик, да. Следующие катки пытались машину сделать, пиздец.
Где-то на ноге не игры. Поджег их. Лук занимайте. Смог, можете дать на бумагу? Смог на бумагу можете дать? Блядь.
Инфа бумаги есть?
Блядь, у нас на лонге мало людей. Ребят, на лонге мало людей. Блядь. Что нас так разъебывают-то? Молики. Молики,
Бумагу надо
конечно.
щит. Не щит надо на бумагу брать.
Да. Я-то ворваюсь с дробовиков. Там, блядь, нужно молики и хаешки на выкурить этого пулеметчика, потому что...
И там, если выкурим, там еще один на холодильнике будет. Кто-то есть?
В смоке, возможно, есть кто-то.
Невозможно, есть, блядь.
Убил, нахуй. Коннектор аккуратно.
Тоже был.
Лонг. Прям выжигайте этих мразей, выжигайте их, быстрее. Все, рашьте, это мой молик горит.
Бумага есть.
Еблищ.
Холодильник.
Что там, блядь, ему не весело, наверное, да? Хуйца заглотнул он. Ну, те его замутили, видимо, красавцы, так и надо, нехуй с ним разговаривать.
У него биполярка, и он больной человек, мне его жалко по-человечески.
Не надо его жалеть, некоторые люди сами не хотят излечить из такого состояния. Ну, им удобно, блядь, что их жалеют просто. О них заботятся, блядь, всякие лекарства им, блядь, выделяют бесплатно. Блин, аккуратно, не трать щит. Вы выкуривать.
Съебали половину.
Да вот. У кого-то флешка нужна. Проходите. Бумагу поджег. Флешка есть?
Нет.
Можете лонг хаешками закидайте, блядь, похуй на заложника. Один хуй мы американцы здесь в этой игре. Сейчас пох был, блядь. Блядь, на лонг надо помочь. Там один наш. На лонг кто-нибудь перетянитесь. Хорош. За заложником прячется, прям за заложником, сука. Блять, лонг. Они рашат гараж, блядь. Заебись. Гараж, правда, пропустили у нас, блядь. Я говорю, гараж вышли, блядь. Нет, они на улице стоят, смотрят, блядь, окна. Занимайте, занимайте.
Бумагу помогите.
Да, почти. Вы если из гаража выходите, занимайте сразу контейнеры, чтобы там савиков не чекали нас, блять. А то мы вылезти не можем из гаража, получается. Вот опять. Очень долго нахуй выходили, пиздец, гараж проебали. Нахуй ты высовывался, блядь, видел, что там пулеметная струя. Блять, те, кто ближе к гаражу, идут гараж занимают, потому что мы не могли выйти там долго, блять, очень. Сейчас проебем такую игру, блять. Мы их спокойно рашили, блять, там не хватало просто перестрелять, выкурить. Сейчас такая хуйня происходит, мы вообще не можем подобраться.
Грены в бумагу надо.
Вот опять у нас хаешек нету, вот он там сидит, вот так выкурить надо просто его. Хаешек не хватает, блядь. пиздец, он двоих щитом забудал. Ребят, блять, вы что, прикрытие можете его? Они теперь рашат, они не сидят там, если надо этим пользоваться, нужно их ждать наоборот. Хорошо. Подойди, флешку кину. Приходим.
Весь мир наизнанку, а я крашу губы. Все сохнут по Гуччи, а ты по моей фигуре,